Hello students, till now we have done 3 lessons, that is India real features, second ideas of development, third production and employment. Today our topic is climate. Today's our topic is climate. So climate, it will take 2 or 3 sessions, so that it is lecture number 1. It is lecture number 1. Is lecture number 1. Right. Climate. Most probably, climate, from the topic of climate, 4 marks, 2 marks questions may ask in examinations. Let us see what is climate. Yeah. First of all, let us see what is climate. Definition of climate. Definition of climate. Yeah, you all know that climate refers to the, climate refers to the sum of weather conditions, and variations. Yeah, what is climate? Climate means sum of weather conditions and variations. Where climate means refers to the sum of weather conditions and variations. So total sum of weather conditions and variation, where this will be variation over a large area. Yeah, climate refers to the sum of weather conditions and variations over a large area for a long period. Period is called as climate. So how many years? 30 years. 30 years. Means if we wanted to decide any part or any place, any country's climate, we need to be observed more than 30 years. More than 30 years observation is needed. So this is climate. Because we usually use word that outside climate is good, okay, now climate is bad. That is a not correct sentence to use. We have to use weather instead of climate. So let us see what is weather. Yeah, weather, the state of atmospheric pressure. This state of the atmospheric pressure. Yeah, the state of atmospheric pressure over an area at any point of time. So this is the difference, or this is the meaning of climate and weather. They may ask what is climate. They may ask what is weather. Weather means the state of atmosphere, the state of atmospheric pressure over an area at any point of time. Now, weather can be changed in minutes, in hours. Okay, for example, now it is sunny. It may be after half an hour or 20 minutes. It may be the weather may be changed. It may be raining, or it may cool, or it may very hot. So that weather can change frequently, but climate, it took lot of time to change. So that's what it is, the sum of weather conditions and variation, and it is given at a time, given a point of time, given in particular time is called as weather. Yeah. What are the elements in the weather and climate? So actually, the weather, the elements in the weather and climates both are same. I repeat, elements in the climate and weather both are same, but we are using this word in different situations. Yeah, what are the elements? Elements in the climates are weather. Because elements in the weather and climate both are same. Example, what are the elements? First one is temperature. You see outside in the weather, temperature is there. Okay, temperature. Next, second one, wind. Third one is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, this one. Atmospheric pressure. Okay. Next, fourth one is humidity. This one. Fourth one is humidity. And fifth one is precipitation. 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 So these are the elements. Means these are included in the weather. So these are available in the weather. But elements in the climate and weather, they may ask 1 mark or 2 mark question. So whether in the elements in the climate and weather are temperature, wind, atmospheric pressure, humidity and precipitation. So these all are present in the climate. So without this element, there is no climate. Without this, there is no weather. Okay? You see, yeah, let us see once. Sometimes, these element can be shown as, these element can be shown on particular graphs, because these, for example, we'll take example, temperature. Let us take temperature. Yeah, let us take temperature. Example. This is a graph. This is a graph. And these are dates. For example, today, April 28, April 28, and this is April 29, April 30. Okay, so these 3 days you see 10 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees. These are temperatures. These are temperature. So we are taking one element, an element that is temperature. We are showing that this day 30 degrees Celsius temperature, and this day on 29, 32 degrees Celsius temperature, or 35 degrees of Celsius temperature. So these patterns we are showing on the graphs. These patterns we are showing on the graph. Example, wind. This wind also we may show on the, we can able to show on the graphs. Example, today the wind speed is this much kilometer per hour. Yesterday wind speed was this much kilometer per hour. Atmospheric pressure, this was in bars. They calculated in the bars. Humidity, hygrometer. Humidity also calculated by hygrometer. Precipitation. Precipitation, that rainfall, rain, hail, snow. So precipitation also can be presented on the, can be shown on the graph. Example, on last year June, on this day, 20 centimeters of rainfall was fall. On the last year September month, this much so and so centimeters of rainfall was occurred, so that we can clearly understand that these element we can able to show on the graphs. So I want to repeat, the elements of the climate or weather can be shown on the graph, so that these elements in the climate, so that these are called as climographs. These are called as climographs. These climographs also called as climatographs. Climatographs. Yeah. So they may ask, what are climatographs? Climatographs that they shows the element or their conditions on a graph. These are called as climatographs. So it is a little bit tricky, but very simple sentence I want to give. The definition of climatographs or climograph. What does they show? They shows the element and the elements of the climate and weather. They shows, what does they show? Climatographs and climographs, that they shows that maximum and minimum temperature, maximum and minimum temperature, precipitation, wind, rainfall, everything. So maximum, minimum values of the elements of the climate can be shown on the climatographs or climographs. Climatographs or climographs. They shows pattern of the elements on the graph also they may show. Okay, so this is climatographs. Till now we have done what are the difference between climate and weather, and we have learned that elements in the climate. So without elements there is no any climate, there is no any weather, right? So now next is what can be influenced? What can be influence the climate? Influence the climate. That means factors that influence the climate. So I write here factors influence climate. Factors influence climate. Factors influence climate means due to the factors maybe the temperature may increase or decrease. So that is we called influence. Due to certain influence, how the temperature increases and how the temperature decreases, isn't it? So let us see the important factors were. First one is latitude. So latitude is a first factor that which can be influence climate. Means, so let us take example. Globe, equator. You see at the equator there is a high insolation will be taken. Okay, the equatorial regions receives high insolation. Means here very hot climate is there. Yeah, whenever we move to the poles, very cold climate will be there. Okay, very cold climate will be there. And in the middle latitudes, here we can say that this here temperate, medium, temperate. So this is temperate climate will be there. Cold climate, moderate climate, and hot climate. I repeat, at equator, sun rays directly falls on the equator, hence very hot will be there. Okay, so that means 0 degree. 0 degree receives highest insolation. 0 degree, this is sun. Directly the sun rays is falling on the equator. But sun rays do not fall on the poles. Okay, right. Whenever sun rays directly falls on equator, it receives high insolation. Means much heat received by the equatorial countries due to the inclination of the sun or the rays angle of the incident. The sun rays directly fall on the equator. Right. So this is temperate zone and this is hot zone and this is very cold zone. This is polar region. So what we understood that when we are moved towards to the north or when we are moved towards to the south, okay, the temperature decreases. See here very hot. You come here, moderate temperature is there. Moderate because the sun rays do not fall vertically on this region. Hence we here very less. And we compare to here poles. Here pole very less temperature will be recorded. That means latitude. Whenever we move one latitude to another latitude, definitely there will be variations in climate. Let us see example. Let us take India. You see India. Yeah, three sides sea. So the sea also influencing the climate. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, they influence this part. So this sea and these water bodies, they influence the climate of this region. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, they influence this region's climate. And Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Cancer which is passing through the center of India, the north of Tropic of Cancer area, we can say that this is subtropical zone. This is subtropical zone. Subtropical zone means while comparatively these regions will receive very less insolation, very less heat from the sun, and this is called as this region is called as tropical region. This is tropical region. This is subtropical region. You compare. This is Hyderabad and this is Kanyakumari. Which one receives highest insolation? Kanyakumari receives highest insolation because it is very near to the equator. Here equator is there and Kanyakumari near 8 degree. So Kanyakumari receives highest insolation than Hyderabad. You compare now Delhi, Hyderabad. This is Delhi, Hyderabad. Which one will take more insolation? Hyderabad will take more insolation while compared to Delhi. So that this is in the different latitude and these are the different latitude and Delhi also in the different latitude. Means whenever we change one latitude to another latitude, whenever we move one place to another place, definitely there will be a different temperature will be there due to the sun's heat or due to the sun ray angle of the incident. The sun rays wherever they fall directly, those areas are called tropical regions. Tropical region means highest. They will take most of the sunlight or insolation. Insolation means the energy which is receiving from the sun is called as insolation. Okay. So this is about latitude. That means we can say that we can say that whenever we move, okay, whenever we move one latitude to another latitude, definitely there will be a change in temperature. There will be a change in temperature. So that's you have to understand. Then we can say that latitude, yes, we proved that yes, latitude influences the climate. Latitude influences the climate because we proved whenever we move north or south of the equator, temperature decreases. So that each and every latitude, various temperature will be there. Next, yeah. Second factor. Second factor is land-water relationship. Land-water relationship. Land-water relationship. It is also one of the very important factor. Land-water relationship. You know, usually land gets heated faster than sea. I repeat, land gets heated faster than the sea and cools faster than sea. Okay, so land is act as a good observer. Land gets heated faster than the sea and cools faster than the sea. So because it is receiving most of the insolation from the sun, at the same time by the night it will be reflect into the atmosphere, okay, like a mirror. But water, they will take lot of time to get heat and they will take lot of time to lose their heat also. So that land is a good observer of the heat, okay, while comparatively, and also land is also, it loses its cool very quick, loses its heat also very quick. So let us understand what is the land-water relationship. Yeah, during day, land-water relationship. Example, this is India. Yeah, this is India. Sea, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal Sea. During day, what usually happens during day? Cold wind usually blow from sea to land. Yeah, during day. This is I am writing day. During day, very important concept. During day, okay, I am writing here. During day. Okay, wind blow from where to where? Sea to land. Hence, the land, the temperature is very less in during day. The cool, there was a cool temperature will be there in the land area because during day the sun rises. Whenever high temperature are there, here low pressure will form during day. So low pressure, it will attract the breeze. That means, during day winds blow from sea to land. Okay, whenever they blow, they may decrease the temperature of the land. Sir, why these are blowing to this side? Because low pressure is there. Sir, why low pressure is there? Because high temperature is there. High temperature. That means wherever high temperature is there, wherever high temperature records, there, low pressure form. So the low pressure attract the winds. Obviously, always air will be blow from low pressure area to high pressure area. Now, this is high pressure area and this is now low pressure area. Then now the wind moving from high pressure area to low pressure area. I repeat, this is high pressure area and the wind is blowing from high pressure area to low pressure area. So that this also influence the breezes which move from sea to land, also they influence our climate. During night, okay, sea is warm. Yeah, sea is warm and land is cool. So where will be a low pressure? Definitely low pressure will be in the sea. Here low pressure will form. I told to you, wherever high temperature will be there will be low pressure will form. And land is cool because there is no sunlight. Land is cool. Then what happened? Land to sea. So these are during night. This is I am telling during night. So during night, this will be blow land to sea. So due to this, there will be a little bit variation in the temperature. little bit variation in the temperature. You understand that what is low pressure, what is high pressure. Wherever high temperatures are there low pressure will form. Wherever high temperatures are there is low pressure will form. Wherever high temperatures are there wherever there is high temperature, low pressure will form. And where is the cool temperature will be there is high pressure will form. So that very clearly we understand that land will blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. So in the night, seas are in the sea, low pressure will form. Then it will blow from land to sea. I repeat, it will blow from land to sea. This also influence our climate. This also influence the climate. It may be decreases. Yeah, it may be decreases the temperature. Okay. Next, third one. Second one completed. Next, third one. Third one, upper air circulation. Upper air circulation. Upper air circulation. So what is this upper air circulation? Upper air circulation. What is this upper air circulation? So usually now we have to understand about two things. So first one is about trade winds. First one is about the trade winds. So let us see what are the trade winds. What are the trade winds? In 9th class chapters also they clearly mentioned about these trade winds. Yeah, it is globe. Okay. Equator. This is tropical zone. This is subtropical zone. This is subtropical zone. Subtropical zone. Yeah. So between tropical and subtropical zone, the winds always blows. Yeah. Just now in the beginning I said, yeah, where the temperature will be very high. Here the temperature is very high. The temperature is very high because sun rays vertically fall on the equator. Sun rays vertically falls on the equator. Hence, here temperature is very high. Wherever very high temperature, there will be low pressure will be there. And subtropical area here, low temperature is there. Yeah, low temperature is there. When in subtropical area, low temperature is there, here what pressure will be there? High pressure will be there. High pressure will be there. So what is our formula? What we learned just now? Wind will be blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. So this will be blow to this direction. This will be blow to this direction. So that we can say that winds will be blow from subtropical area to equatorial tropical region. So these winds are called as trade winds. What are trade winds? Simple. Trade winds are, they blow from subtropical high pressure area. What is this area? HP, high pressure area. And what is this? Equatorial low pressure area, LP. So these are going from subtropical high pressure zone to equatorial low pressure zone. So these are trade winds. Yeah. So trade word. The trade word is a German word. It was derived from a German word which is called as track. Yeah. Trade word, it was derived from a German word which is a German word that is track. Track means continuous. So these trade winds also called as permanent winds. These trade winds also called as permanent winds. I repeat, trade winds are blow from subtropical high pressure area to equatorial low pressure area. Sir, why equator low pressure? Because high temperature is recorded in equator. Hence these are blow. So usually these in all months, but except in rainy season. In the rainy season, reverse. In the rainy season, it will be reverse. Yeah, please understand. In the rainy season. So now this is in rainy season. I am writing here rainy season, or in the month of May, in the month of summer. Yeah, summer. Yeah. See, the sun shift towards the northward. Sun usually it will be shifted to one place to another place. Sometimes the sun rises near Tropic of Cancer. Sometimes the sun rises in the equator. Sometimes sun also rises near Tropic of Capricorn. So Why summer season will come? Summer season does it will come that an apparent movement of the sun towards the north. The sun little bit move towards the north. Sun it will be moved towards to the north. Then June 21st is the longest day. June 21st is the longest day in the northern hemisphere, shortest day in the southern hemisphere. That means most of the sun rays are falls on northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere. Hence now there is a high temperature. While compared to the equator receives 35 degrees Celsius temperature. India receives 45 degrees Celsius temperature in summer. Now in the month of May, India receives average 45 degrees Celsius temperature will be recorded. Now comparatively, India receives more insolation. India is hotter than the equator. Then these winds will be blow from this area, this side. These wind will be blow from this side. So these winds are blowing India from this side. This side. These winds are called as southwest monsoon. These winds are called as southwest monsoon. So this is every year. This is except summer. Except summer and rainy season. This we have to follow, and remaining is this one we have to follow. This is in the winter. This is in the winter, and this is in the summer. In the winter, wind will be blow from subtropical high pressure area to equatorial low pressure area. But here, equatorial area to subtropical area they blow because there is a more heat on the Tropic of Cancer. More heat on the Tropic of Cancer. 45 degrees Celsius temperature is there in the Tropic of Cancer. Equator 35 degrees Celsius temperature. Always 35 degrees Celsius temperature. In winter in India 10 degrees to 15 degrees Celsius temperature will be there. So wherever high temperature is there, low pressure. Wherever low temperature is there, high pressure will be there. So in summer in India, high temperature is there. Wherever high temperature is there, low pressure will form. Whenever low pressure form, wind will be blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. Low pressure area attracts the wind. Low pressure area attracts the wind. So that this is the change. So these are the trade winds. So usually you have to understand that. This again I will explain to you in the rainy season. Yeah. Now you have to understand that trade winds they blow from. I am writing here subtropical. They blow from subtropical high pressure zone. Subtropical high pressure zone. Zone 2 to equatorial low pressure zone. Equatorial low pressure zone. This is in the summer it will be reverse. In summer it will be equator to subtropical zone. But you have to remember that what are trade winds? Simple. Trade winds are blow from subtropical high pressure zone to equatorial low pressure zone. Sir, why they blow? Equator high temperature. Wherever high temperature, low pressure. Wind will be blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. So this is one of the part in upper air circulation. Let us see another part in upper air circulation. On upper air circulation. Yeah. Let us see. India is located mostly in this region. So this region. So this means we can say that dry northeastern region. India is located. So this is northern hemisphere. This is southern hemisphere. This is northeast side. So India located dry northeastern region. You remember India located dry northeastern region in this region. Yeah. Now let us see about upper air circulation. Example: this is Earth. This is Earth on 12,000 meters elevation. This is Earth on upper air circulation means 12,000 meters elevation. A thin layer will be there. So these are called as westerlies. Sometimes, so this, for example, this is equator. Mostly these 12,000 meters above, the westerlies are mostly they are in 25 degrees of the north. They blow from 25 degrees of the north. I want to write here. Westerlies blow from 25 degrees north. Yeah, westerlies blow from 25 degrees of the north during winter. During winter, that's it. You have to remember. So these westerlies. These all are the in ninth class also there. These are the pressure zones. So 25 degree north, one of the thin layer on our 12,000 meters elevation. On, for example, this is I am on 25 degree north. I am on 25 degree north. On up here 25 degrees of the north, 12,000 meters above, one thin layer is there. So that is called as upper air circulation. This upper air circulation sometimes it may be 184 kilometers per hour. Sometimes 114 kilometers per hour. It may be destructive during winter. 184 kilometers speed, and during summer 114 kilometers of the speed. So this is about upper air circulation. I repeat, upper air circulation. Upper air circulation means westerlies. These westerlies are located above 12,000 meters. 12,000 meters at the 25 degrees of the north equator. 25 degrees north equator. Here 25 degrees north of the latitude. Here 25 degrees north. Here this part. In this part, these are located on the 12,000 meters above. But only these blow only the winter, during the winter. Summer these will be not blow, because summer these will be not available there. Yeah. So these are called as upper air circulation. These are maybe destructive. The speed will be varies. Okay. Next. I hope you understand now. In upper air circulation we have learned the two parts. A we have learned the trade winds. So trade winds, what I said. The winds will blow from subtropics to tropics. So tropic is low pressure area and this is high pressure area. So these are called as trade winds. Trade word, what was derived from? It was a German word derived from track. Yeah. Next, fourth one. The fourth influence is relief. As you know that while we are going to the elevation, temperature decreases. This is Earth. In 9th class, you might have learned about atmosphere. When we move upwards, there will be decreasing of temperature. This is called as normal lapse rate. This is called as normal lapse rate. How much? For every 1,000 meters. 6.4 degrees Celsius temperature will be decreases. I repeat it. I want to repeat. See, whenever we go upwards, for every 1,000 meters, 6.4 degrees Celsius temperature decreases. So this is called a normal lapse rate. So because of this, those persons are living on the hilly regions. For example, the person is living here. One person was living here. And one person was living here on the house. In the house, one person was living. So the person who was living on the top, receives less temperature. Here, less temperature will be there, because we know that normal lapse rate. When we move upwards, 6.4 degrees Celsius temperature will be decreases for every 1,000 meters. So that those people are on the plain, they feel very hot. Those people live on the hilly areas. Example, Shimla. Usually, most of the people they enjoy summer during Shimla and Nainital, Kulu Manali, Ooty, Kodaikanal. They go hill stations because hills will receive less temperature due to normal lapse rate. For every 1,000 meters, 6.4 degrees Celsius temperature decreases. So these are the climatic factors or climatic controls. These are also called as climatic controls, or which can be influence the climate. In this our first lesson, we have done that. What is climate we have done. Okay, and what is weather we have done, and what are climatographs we done. Climatographs we have done, and which influence the climate also we have done.